It is time for another From My Heart Friday video. So here I am with my cup of coffee. I'm going to try not to spill it while I'm talking to you and share with you some things that are on my heart on this Friday morning that I'm filming this. My name is Whitney. If you're new here, this is Come Home for Comfort, and on my channel and on my blog, I share all the things that I hope to use that will inspire you to create a place of comfort in your home. So today in my video, as I do on these Friday videos, I'm just going to talk about a few things that are on my mind. Not necessarily all serious, just something that, doesn't warrant its own video, just things I want to chat about. So let's get chatting. So today I want to talk a little bit more about a blog post that I put on my blog earlier in May. It was called The One Question You Should Stop Asking. And I want to talk about not only the blog post, but some of the comments and some discussion that happened over on my blog. So if you haven't already read that post, or if you have, this will still be relevant for you, I think. The blog post talked about the one question that I want you to stop asking, which is the question that I would like everyone to stop asking me and every other woman on the planet. And that question is, have I stretched this out long enough? The one question is, when are you going to have children? There's lots of variations on that question, like, don't you wish you had another one? You only have boys. Don't you want to try for a girl? All those kind of questions. Stop asking those questions. And the reason that I feel that I'm qualified to make this very bold statement and that I can put it on my blog is because I'm not speaking from a place of hurt or longing or bad experiences. My husband and I have been married for over 6 years. We don't have any children. So I get asked this quite frequently, as does my husband. We both get asked, don't you guys like kids? Are you gonna have kids? Have you ever tried to have kids? So many questions that are so personal. Asking about somebody's procreation, that's a really personal thing. It's like the most personal thing you do, and it's really nobody else's business. And I just think it's interesting that I get asked that so often. And for me personally, I've never tried to have children. I've not struggled with infertility. I haven't lost any children. So it doesn't hurt my feelings at all if you have asked me that question. I'm not upset with you. It doesn't bother me personally to be asked that question, because I can just honestly say, right now we're content just to be the two of us. We don't hate children, we just don't have a desire right now. And that usually will end it for most people. But there are so many women who have struggled for years to be able to have children, lost children, or maybe they have dealt with really severe postpartum depression after having their first child. And the thought of going through that again with another child is just almost enough to overwhelm them, and put them back in that depressed state again. So, coffee break. I think the reason that I wanted to talk about this is because I think 99.9% of the people who ask that question have no intention of being hurtful. They're just asking out of curiosity, or because it's the thing that you ask people. Just like, how are you? So why don't you have kids? It just kind of seems to come a little naturally. It's just a question that everybody wants to know. And I think it's important to bring awareness to this, to the fact that when you ask that question, you could be causing a lot of hurt to people that you never intended to hurt in the first place. And to prove my point, there was a lot of really, really good comments on my blog post. So even if you read that post, and I will link it for you down below, even if you read it, I would love for you to go back again and just read the comments. There are some really, really incredible stories that will open your eyes even more to how harmful this question can be, of just women who have really struggled and have suffered a lot of hurt. Somebody commented on Facebook when I posted this, back when I published the blog post, and just said, I'm so glad that you are talking about this, because I always ask people why they don't have children, because she said, I enjoyed raising my family so much that I just wonder why people don't. I want them to have the same joy that I had. So it's almost like when you try a product and you love it, you ask everybody, hey, have you tried this? Because I tried it and I love it. She just wanted to share in the joy with everyone else. And she said, I never thought that it would be causing that much pain, and I will not ask that question anymore. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, which I thought that was so sweet of her to respond that way, because it proves my point that I really don't think that anybody who asks me or anyone else that question is trying to be mean or hurtful. But I think it's important to bring awareness to the fact that so many women struggle with infertility or miscarriage or have had difficult pregnancies, and asking that question is just really, really hurtful. So if that's something that was helpful for you to think about, I hope that it really encourages you to just not ask that question. And in my blog post, I also said you know, what should we say instead of asking that question? Is there something else we could ask? And really, the best thing to do is just not to ask anything at all, because that's such a personal thing, and that's where I find the hurtful comments come, when people don't know what to say. Then they begin to fill the awkward silence with more things that are just not any of their business. So just don't ask, and you'll be safe. I always like to share with you a YouTuber that I'm loving or a particular YouTube video that I've enjoyed. And today I want to encourage you to go over to my friend Emily Wilson. Her channel is called Queen of the Household. We have been blogging and YouTube buddies for a lot of years, Emily and I really hope that you will go check out her channel. I'll link to it below, of course, and up here as well. Emily has a really small channel, and I don't know why, because her videos are so good. So please go over and subscribe and tell her that I sent you. There's one video in particular that I would really encourage you to watch, and it's called How I Stopped Hating Homemaking. And it talks about how Emily went from being a full-time working wife to a stay-at-home mom, and her struggle with not really loving being a homemaker, and how she learned to stop hating homemaking. It's a really great video, so go check that out. If you like Crystal from Money Saving Mom, if you enjoy her content and her delivering videos, you'll really like Emily's channel, because she has that similar style where she's very direct and to the point. She doesn't have any pretense. You see what you get. What you see is what you get. I haven't finished my coffee yet. She's just really sweet. So I hope that you will go over there and visit her. Her son sometimes is in her videos, and he is the cutest little blonde-headed boy. Those are my favorites. Blonde-headed boys are just adorable. So go check out Emily, and please tell her that I sent you. If you aren't already following me on Instagram, I hope that you will go over and visit me there, and also on Facebook. Everything is at Home for Comfort, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, because I do try to post there either on my Facebook timeline or in my stories or on my Instagram feed when I have a new video or a new blog post, because I know there's a lot of content out there and it's hard to keep up, and I know that I often miss things that my favorite content creators have put out there. So I would love for you to follow me on one of those platforms if you don't want to miss out on any of my videos or my blog posts that I put up. I try to not be like in your face, but just also remind you so that you can click on things that you want to watch or read. I hope that you will visit me there. Okay, so that's all I had to talk about today, just the one big topic, and I hope that that was helpful for you. Let's chat in the comments below. I love this video because we always have some good discussion, so be sure to jump down there and tell me what you're thinking about today. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me how you're doing. If you're enjoying anything about summer so far, I am super, super thankful. We've had the coolest May I remember having in South Carolina. It's been really nice and just comfortable, so I'm ready. June's gonna be hot. I'm braced. Bring on the heat. It won't last forever. It'll be cold again in December. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in the next video.